Good morning, YouTube. 13 days out. Gonna take you along for this whole day. Today's Monday. Just woke up. It's around 7:45 and we're gonna start this morning routine. Weigh-in's already done. Gonna go into the kitchen, set up all my pre-cardio supplementation, my morning supplementation, and then we're gonna see what this day brings. Out here in the kitchen, first things first, I take all my morning supplements. I get hydrated, so I'm drinking about half a gallon of water before the cardio. And I've got my supplements. So we've got astragalus root extract, 2 grams of that. This is kidney protective, very important for bodybuilding athletes, but especially on prep. Very important to keep your kidneys healthy. I've got a thermogenic. This is an over-the-counter thermogenic. Synephrine, caffeine, plant extract, and some other good stuff. Then we got NAC. NAC is good to remove toxins and also liver protective. So 2 caps of that. Vitamin C. 1 gram vitamin C, and then I do also yohimbine HCl. I already took that. That's going to be for cardio, for fat burning purposes. So I chug all that down, and now we're going to get to the good part of the morning. Is my slushy ice that I make, my diet slushy. In the gas stations, for example, they sell that slushy ice, which is like crushed up ice that they mix around with flavors, you know, sugary flavors. Fill it up with cold water. We're gonna do essential amino acids. 15 grams of aminos. Amino acids just create an anabolic window. I've been fasted all throughout the night. Obviously I didn't have any food. And we're also still gonna do our cardio. We got our stimulants in, so especially now on a calorie deficit, that's pretty steep. It's good to get some amino acids in your system and protect your muscles from breaking down. Not something that you necessarily need when you're bulking, for example, but definitely something that's useful in the cut before or just around your cardio sessions and around your training sessions. Provide some muscle fiber breakdown protection. And then we got 15 grams of glutamine, which is good for digestion, stomach lining, the stomach ready for the day, which we're gonna need today because today I have a high carb day. So the coach gave me 600 grams of carbs today as a refeed, 5 grams of creatine, good old creatine. I'm gonna hit it with the ice cubes in heart-shaped form. So as much ice as I can fit. The more ice, the more slushy-like the consistency is gonna be. Especially now that the temperatures are rising here. It's like 25 degrees in the mornings and sunny, so this is a perfect refreshing drink. Yeah, so and talking about how it's been going, I mean 13 days out as I said, so less than 2 weeks. Last week we did a lot of carb up days because I was at a point where I was just super depleted and fatigued and my body just wasn't giving it anymore. So not looking good, not feeling good, not performing well. Did a bunch of carb ups, and then we had, so now we're gonna basically do like pushing and pulling a little bit, and so we're gonna pull yesterday and the day before we pushed, really low carbs again. Depleted a little bit more. And today we're gonna fill back out with 600 grams of carbs. So I was already yesterday evening, when I was already suffering and hungry, I was already looking forward and visualizing my first meal for today. That's how it goes on prep, man. You start getting a little crazy in your head. Bunch of stuff to do this week. I mean, 2 weeks before the show. We've got a lot of stuff to take care of with the federation. You know, all the tanning stuff, the shaving stuff. Posing trunks are supposed to arrive today. I hope that's gonna happen. Posing routine, I still have to think about a posing routine. I'm a little delayed there. Gotta choose a posing music, and obviously the finalists of the show get to present their posing routines. So I really want to make sure that I have something, just 30 seconds, a 30-second posing routine to show off to the crowd with a nice music. So we're gonna have to take care of that. A lot of posing practice has been going on, a lot of social media work, editing videos, etc. So the slushy is done. Next part of the morning is gonna be my coffee. And you can tell I got headphones in my ear, so I always like to listen to podcasts in the morning after I wake up. You know, to like kind of podcasts that calm me down in the morning, get me in the right mindset. I do like a lot of bodybuilding podcasts too, though. I listen to Lila Brada's podcasts, Jay Cutler, Fuad Abiat. That's a funny one. Okay. So we're drinking the slushy, as I said, best part of the morning. This is, guys, this stuff is amazing. Just try this. All you need is a water base, cold water, some kind of amino. Mix that under in a mixer. It's like a slushy. I'm gonna put the mic here to my mouth, and you're gonna hear the ice crackling in my mouth. I don't know if you're able to hear that, but it's a slushy ice, all right? So, and yeah, we got a pretty nice day, almost like a summer day here. I like looking out the window here. Back there, you can see the sea, Portuguese Sea. This is where I collect my thoughts in the morning, get the mindset ready, think about what I need to get done today. I'm gonna finish up the shake, get on the cardio, plan out the nutrition for today. Get 600 grams of carbs. I need to check on how I'm going to get that in terms of rice or whatever I'm going to eat. It's a leg day as well, so I think it's going to be a pretty big day, guys. Man, now, you know, at this point, 13 days out, it's just literally counting days. It's so close. It feels unreal because it's been 16 weeks of prep. That's 4 months. That's a third of a year of working every day nonstop, and now it's just all coming together, and the big day is so close. I mean, it feels absolutely crazy. It feels crazy to see the results when I'm posing, when I'm doing my check-ins. It's just the feeling is very hard to describe. And on the cardio, usually I send my check-ins. Oh my God, my leg. My leg is super fatigued. I'm noticing that right now. Feels very inflamed, just like it's painful almost. So I hope I can really train legs today. That's going to be a challenge, but we'll see. And yeah, while I'm here, I usually do my check-ins for my coach, send them out, or edit some videos or whatever, or just listen to a podcast. But we're just doing 20 minutes. That's the good part. We've been doing 45 minutes all prep. But since 3 weeks out, we cut that down to 20 minutes. 30 minutes on rest days, just to give the legs a break, give the body more recovery, more of a break, because we're pretty lean at this point. Okay, I showered, I freshened up here after the cardio. Got a little shaved, made my hair. And we're gonna do our first meal now. So this is obviously, as I said, we have a huge carb day today, so I got a really big bowl of cream of rice here, 120 grams cream of rice, 60 grams of whey protein isolate, some baking powder, cinnamon, and stuff like that. I baked this into a brownie, so I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's kind of like a brownie consistency down there, brownie batter, and then 1 banana, 3 dates, some berries, and 2, not 1, but 2 bagels with fruit jam. And I'm gonna have a coffee along with that and a tea. So this is a really big meal. I'm gonna put in the macros on the screen. I'm gonna devour this. This is gonna be amazing. And then this is probably gonna be my pre-workout meal, to be honest. So I'm gonna get a lot of carbs in as quickly as possible, let that shit digest, and go hit legs. So you guys can see me, we're gonna do the live test of the bagel. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah. So guys, by the way, after meal 1 here, I'm taking these 2 supplements. We got betaine HCl. I'm gonna do 1 cap and 1 cap of berberine which is like a glucose disposal agent. So this is going to help shuttle the nutrients, shuttle the carbs into the muscles where they belong, especially when you're doing really high carbs. You know, you want that insulin not to spike too extremely. And then betaine HCl is for digestion purposes. Makes your bowel acids stronger so you can break down the nutrients quicker. We've got something exciting happening today. So I received something in the mail that I am pretty sure I know what this is going to be. Can you open this bit? So we're going to see if it is what I'm expecting it to be, which would be cool. We could try it out right away. I was anxiously waiting for this. We have got our posing trunks, classic Physique posing trunks. Can you get it out, please? Let's see what we're working with here. That's it. I'm going to throw these on and we're going to see how they look. Do some more posing. I'm already actually feeling just a little bit fuller from the carbs. We'll see if that's going to be visible or if that's just my impression. This is what they are. So. Really flex this leg. This one's completely inflamed. I'm going to take a digestion walk and then we're going to start getting ready for the leg day. So I'll catch up with you guys in a minute. All right, taking the walk here in the sun. Now that the summer's coming, I love taking these walks outside for digestion and just getting some sunlight in, and it just feels good, man. So just gonna take 10 minutes though, nothing too crazy, and then get ready for leg day. Oh. All right, starting the leg workout here on the hamstring curl. This is gonna be a really difficult one. Legs are super inflamed. I feel like everything is stinging. It's super painful. Like just going down into a squat position almost feels like I'm gonna rip my quads. Hamstrings also super inflamed. So I'm gonna take it really light on this workout. Warm up very properly, very carefully, and really control the weight, you know, very slow reps. Don't risk anything, because this is the point where the risk of injury is really high. So I'm gonna take it very slowly. It's very bad for the ego. It's necessary. So. Oh, so every rep feels like there's needles inside my quads. It's painful. So what I'm trying to do is go really high reps, pump out a couple of quick reps just to get some blood into the muscle. And hopefully that's gonna help with the pain release. Usually it does. Pain gets a little bit less, even if it's very inflamed, but just having some blood in the muscle, having it warmed up, usually helps with that a little bit. And then we're gonna go really slowly, taper up the weights and try to do a few working sets here, so. Oh my God, that was a pretty good set actually. Better than I expected. A lot less weight than usual, but good squeeze. And the pain is controllable now. It's still there, but it's somewhat controllable. It's probably the hardest workout that I've had all my life. Really think about it. It's hardest in the way of intensity, but hardest in the sense of pushing through it, even with all this pain, tiredness. I'm gonna be looking back on this in a few months and be happy that I was able to push through this, achieve this goal. I'm not gonna go into any forced reps today. I usually do, but I'm not gonna do that today because it's too much risk of ripping something. No, I'm doing without help. Maybe the last one a little bit, but last set, not this set. Okay, thank you. Too heavy. Oh man, that was spiritual, man. That was spiritual. That was painful. I had to drop the weight even lower than last week, and that was already light. So, but yeah, strength just isn't there anymore, but intensity and the mindset still is more than ever before. But yeah, we decided to do a belt squat, or I decided to do a belt squat instead of a regular. Usually I do a Smith machine squat, but I'm not gonna do that. Belt squat feels a little bit safer. Since I can't move any weight anyway, it doesn't really make a big difference. I can go deep on this, nice deep stretch, nice contraction, and feel that weight out. So two more sets of this, and then we're gonna go into some more leg press. All right, so finished up the belt squats. Now we're gonna do just 2 sets of leg press, the weight that I usually use to warm up in the off season. It's ridiculous, but yeah, the pain is back too. Inflammation, I'm starting to feel it, but fuck it, man. I'm gonna try to push through. Oh, okay. Yeah. Whoa! Fuck. Quads are already completely fried. I'm gonna finish up with some pendulum squats here. Also just 2 sets, so we're gonna keep the volume pretty low. But try to just, take the most out of the quads that we can at the end of this workout. But these sets feel good, even though I'm weak, but these sets, they just feel right, this is good. I'm liking this, getting that euphoria from that shit. If you're passionate about the gym, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. That euphoria of just hitting a hard workout, especially legs, and just leaving it all here. Feels damn good. I do my last set. Okay, we're gonna finish, oh my God. We gotta finish up this workout with some calves. The calves have always been a weak point of mine. Tall, obviously I'm a tall guy, so I got very long legs too. Even proportionally to my body, I got long legs, long calves, and everybody always ripping on my calves. Everybody always roasted me for my calves. My legs too, but especially the calves, they were always super skinny, and started putting effort into them now. Really I trained them like every other day, alternating. So basically like 3 to 4 times a week. I did always 3 sets of calves, standing usually. And on leg days, I did the seated ones for the more inner part of the calf that's gonna push out that outer calf. And so far I've been seeing pretty good results. So they're still not where they need to be. They're still kind of on the stringy side, but I'm making progress. So there's no excuses for not having any calves, You can always improve them a little bit. They're a muscle just like any other. They just get a lot of action, walking and everything like that. So you really have to push them hard and hit them frequently, hard, with a lot of reps, low reps, heavyweight, lightweight, and just burn them the fuck out. So I'm doing supersets now here, seated, and then standing. So. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. No. Oh. Fuck. So we came up here in the posing room now, threw on the posing trunks, just to try and see how it looks. You know, I'm still getting used to this, but I kind of like the way they look. Now after leg day, it's pretty much impossible to do some real posing. I feel, you know, really difficult to flex anything. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna finish up here. We're gonna do our post-workout meal and get ready to get home and get some meals in, because I'm behind the plan on the meals, to be honest. It's everything always takes longer than you plan it to do. I planned to come to the gym much earlier after that first meal, but it's all right. We're gonna keep it rolling, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, we're out here in the sun. Finished up the leg day. As y'all can see, man, I'm kind of happy it's over on the one hand. On the other hand, that was actually an enjoyable leg day. If you would have told me I would have enjoyed that, I would enjoy this leg day before I came in, I wouldn't have believed you, but it was good. So got the post-workout meal here. This is 100 grams of cream of rice, 60 grams of whey protein, film that, some baking powder, some cinnamon, and obviously always made in a microwave to be a brownie. The whey protein rice cream brownie as always. Oh yeah, best way to consume this meal if you're dieting. If you're in an off season, you need to get a lot of meals in. Just mix it under with a little bit of water, and it's easier to eat. But this way, gives it some good volume, makes it warm and enjoyable. Yeah, and we're out here in the sun. I enjoy taking the sun whenever I can. Boost my mood. That's it, man. I'm very happy with the workout. I'm not happy with the strength that I had. I'm not happy with the weights that I put up, obviously, but the intensity that I was able to put in, the mindset I was able to get in to really push that last. Well, I was talking to the coach. It might be the last leg day. First we said it's going to be the last leg day. Now we're thinking 13 days out. If we make this the last leg day, 13 days is quite a long time. So, and I really need to have my legs have a good amount of volume. So we're probably going to do another leg day next weekend, 8 days out. But really lightweight. Don't go too crazy, you know, and pull down the intensity a bit. Yeah. So, good evening, guys. Checking in here at 8:30. So we're getting really ready to wind down and relax now. Got some more stuff done around the house. Got some more meals in. And now it's time to unwind. We're watching a new Netflix true crime documentary here. Jennifer, something Jennifer, I'm not sure. We'll see how. What did Jennifer do, I guess. Editing some video along with that, and I'm digging into my next meal here. Another cream of rice meal with whey protein and a little bit of blueberries on top. I'm drinking a decaf coffee and a little bit of water along with that. And yeah, I have to say, all this insulin from all this, from all these carbs today. I was just checking my macros here. 607 grams of carbs, and I did have 240 grams of sugars, so from all the fruit and stuff that I ate, and I felt the insulin spike. So hunger is really kicking today. I also didn't really have any added fats yet. I'm gonna have just a few at night. Yeah, I'm gonna check in, guys, probably with you guys tomorrow again. We're gonna make this a 2-day vlog, and tomorrow is a rest day, a low day, so tomorrow's gonna be really low food, but we're gonna deplete a bit more. So good night, guys, and check you all and see you all tomorrow. Okay, good morning, guys. We're back next morning, bright and early, 7 in the morning. Just got up, and look at this sunrise right here. Okay, Beatrice is still sleeping. I'm gonna give her a couple more minutes, and I'm gonna go into my weigh-ins, do all my routine. I'm gonna go into my weigh-ins, do the routine that y'all already saw. I slept phenomenally after all those carbs yesterday, so I mean, as soon as I hit the bed, as soon as my head hit the pillow, I was just knocked out, And I woke up probably twice during the whole night to take a pee, which is almost nothing. Usually now at this point in prep, I always wake up like 5-6 times to pee. So the carb coma definitely kicked in. The carbs did their job. So I'm well rested, or at least I feel like it. So that's good. I'm gonna do my weigh-ins and check back. See what the scale says. $90.2. Gained 1 kilo since yesterday, which is unexpected. I was expecting to lose a little bit of weight after the refeed, which is usually what happens. Might have to do with the leg day, the inflammation that I created, but yeah, we're gonna send this to the coach and see what he has to say about that. That might get me into some more low days now. We'll have to see. To see the amount of weight that you actually lose until the show versus what you expect to lose. I mean, and in the beginning of prep, I told myself, yeah, everybody says that. You'll lose much more weight than you think you will. You actually have much more body fat and water on you than you think you do. And I said, no, I'm peak off season, I was 115, 116 kilos, pretty fat, but I'm not gonna lose more than, 20, 25 kilo or 20 kilo. I thought I'd be ready at like 93, 95 kilos. Now I'm at, as you saw earlier, 90 kilos, and I'm still dropping a little here and there. We're gonna see where it ends up at. I wasn't too unrealistic. I thought maybe, okay, 93, 94, so I'm not too far off. Some people think that they lose, that they're gonna have 10 kilos more than they will, than they actually end up having, or 20 pounds for you Americans, than they actually end up having. And I wasn't that unrealistic, but I did lose a lot of weight, so we're gonna keep seeing how it goes. But conditioning starting to sharpen up. Today's another low day, so today we're going to really deplete. It's a rest day as well, so it's going to be quite a hungry day, a lot of activity. I'm going to see the physiotherapy. I'm going to take you guys along for that, and yeah, I'm going to shower, freshen up, and let's get this day rolling. So I'm doing my meal prep, doing my breakfast. So as you can see, got a big load of vegetables here. For my eggs, this is just to give me some fiber. Should fill me up. As I said, today's going to be a really low food day, so I'm going to try to fill myself up, using vegetables and stuff like that. Fill out my stomach. So that's what we have here. We got a good amount of vegetables. I use this 0-calorie soy sauce, so just a sprinkle of that. Some tea for the, or some water that I'm gonna make tea with, and then here I got my 2 eggs, 200 milligrams of egg whites, 200 grams of egg whites, which is bottled egg whites. I've got the rice cooking in here with green beans and carrots and stuff, and I'm defrosting my fish for the day. So this is gonna be the protein brownie right here, the dessert for the breakfast. This is absolutely amazing. I got 50 grams of whey protein in here. I put some psyllium husk, cinnamon, and where is it? A little bit of baking powder. I'm also gonna add a pinch of salt actually to that. And yeah, we're just gonna pop this in the microwave for a couple of seconds. And this is basically what we get out of the microwave. It's still a little bit of a soft core. Outsides are a little bit harder. So I mix this up, and then I put a little bit more cinnamon on top, and you'll see the end result. Protein brownie. So this is, I put some 0 chocolate syrup on top of that. I'm horrible with those sauces lately, but they just fill my sweet tooth, and I digest them well, so I'm not too worried. And this is basically just 50 grams of whey isolate. If you think about, most people would just drink this as a shake. Basically, you get no satisfaction from that at all. But if you're a little bit more, if you think about your preparation of your food a little bit more, you can make this more voluminous. This is gonna fill me up, you know, give me a nice sweet tooth satisfaction, and then gonna head out for the physiotherapy. So let's enjoy this. Okay, checking in back. We're on the way to therapy. So I finished up that brownie, which was a good treat. I'm feeling good after that. And yeah, now we're gonna go into our therapy. I'm a little bit late. I gotta be rushing a little bit. My time management is sometimes a bit problematic, but hey, it's no worries. I'm gonna be on time. No big deal. So yeah, I'm excited as to what the therapist is gonna do to me. It's gonna be very important for my posing. So I looked at a couple of poses with the therapist, and I have problems activating a lot of the muscles on the right side of the body, so shoulders, lats, especially in the back, but also my hip is misaligned. So we're gonna align some stuff. We're gonna align the spine. I have a little bit of scoliosis, I think it's called, where the spine is a little bit, crooked on the bottom, or right above my ass, basically. And we're gonna align that, and then we're probably also gonna do some deep tissue release therapy. So she's really gonna go into my muscles with a scraper or something and really try to get the muscle fibers released, because now after all this hard training and stuff, I don't do a lot of therapy. I have to be honest, I should be more on top of that, but your fibers, they start cramming up together. They kind of get intertwined, and that's not good for performance, but it's also not good for the look. So we're gonna try to release that, and that should also release some water, some intercellular water, so I should really start looking much better after this therapy. We're gonna see if that happens. And yeah, I'm excited for this session. It's gonna be a relatively long one. Got my meal packed up for afterwards, of course, because we gotta be eating every 2.5 hours to 3 hours, more or less 3 hours. So I got fish and rice in there, not a lot, just 30 grams of raw weight rice and 250 grams of white fish. As I said, today's a depletion day, but we're gonna push that last little bit of conditioning. I don't know if I already showed you the check-in pictures from this morning. I might pull those up, or actually the video from yesterday that I did post leg day. You might have seen that earlier in the video. But pretty happy with how everything is coming together. Now these 12 days is really about getting everything sorted out, or the organizational stuff. I need a posing routine, I need stuff like that, so all that. So check in with you guys later. stay like this.
Let me check, how do you feel? Okay. The fascia, like, it's painful?
No, kind of on the skin, like.
You're seeing this?
Yeah, it's completely.
It just disappears like one day, it just disappears, but I will not gonna do this like.
Oh, finished up on the therapy there. As you can see, that was painful. I mean, that was a very painful experience. So we did some corrections and then afterwards some myofascial release. So she basically released my muscle, fascia that was kind of like cramped up like this. And you could really hear like a crackling sound when she went over that with that tool. And now my legs are like with red spots and everything. So she said I really needed that. And so we got that done. Now it's time for the next meal, of course. Gotta get my next meal in. Feedback from my coach, said to do a low day today, which I assumed was the low day of the depletion diet, meaning 130 grams of carbs. But in the email he mentioned 300 grams of carbs. So me being not prepared for that, obviously I got my meal here, 30 grams of raw weight rice with 250 grams of white fish. And I just went out and bought some rice cakes. So I'm gonna have 2 packs of rice cakes on top of that. That should give me another 40 grams of carbs. Got myself a big water, of course. I always gotta drink a lot. And yeah, we're gonna enjoy that. There's nothing more anabolic than eating out of a Tupperware in your car. So, man, this car is starting to smell like fish. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is soupy. Well, at this point in the diet, I'm still looking forward to this meal. Even though this is like not very appetizing. If I showed you this, like, so. Doesn't look very appetizing, does it? But it'll get the job done. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mix these rice cakes in, or actually I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna go about eating this. Let's see. I'm gonna take. So hungry at this point, especially after that session. That was really exhausting because you tense up all your muscles, feel all the pain. Pretty crazy. We're gonna make a fish sandwich. Let's see. Piece of fish, 2 rice cakes, smash it together. Basically a McDonald's fish fillet sandwich. All right, so I'm gonna enjoy this meal, finish it up, and I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, so the therapist actually told me to go to the beach and let my legs, put my legs into the water, because the water here is not like Hawaii water. It's pretty cold. It's the Atlantic Ocean, so it should help with the inflammation, is what she said. And going to the beach and letting your feet hang into the water and your legs, I'm not gonna say no to that, so that's what we're doing. Let's go. Gotta be a bit careful with the camera here with the waves. Oh. Stand here for a couple of minutes. Kind of let the feet cool down, let the legs cool down, and then catch a little bit more sun. Obviously, I don't want to burn myself, but that's it. So I gotta check in with you guys later, man. I gotta catch another meal in an hour or so. Ooh, but this is good. This feels good. Kind of feel like a golden arrow bodybuilder at this time here. Beach,
weather on prep. Pretty cool. So, check it out.
Okay, checking in with you guys a little bit later in the night here. I just finished a nap, 1 hour nap. Didn't really sleep. You know, I can't really take naps like I did in the off season now, but it still felt good. Relax a little bit and I feel much better. So I'm more relaxed and I want to show you this little creation that I made here for my next meal. So as I said, the coach said 300 grams of carbs, which I was not expecting for today. So this was originally just supposed to be another one of those whey protein meals, just 50 grams of whey protein. But since I got some carbs to fill, I made it with cream of rice, the way I always make it. Mixed it up, made it into a protein brownie, like you guys know, the Victory brownie. And I sprinkled one rice cake on top. Kind of looks like marshmallows, but that's actually a rice cake. A little bit of the zero chocolate sauce and cinnamon. Definitely doesn't look too bad, does it? Gonna dig into that and enjoy that. And I think that's gonna be it for this 2-day vlog, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this, enjoyed everything that I showed you for these 2 days, 13 and 12 days out. And we're gonna keep these videos up and coming, push for this last week. I'm super excited and see y'all next time.